A very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, faculties, and dear students. Today we have all gathered here for the groundbreaking event marking the inauguration of Computer and Collaboration Lab supported by LIC Golden Jubilee Program. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for this event. This lab is an endeavor to create an environment of scientific temperament, innovation, creativity among students, and will also definitely facilitate the teaching learning process. So as customary, let's begin the program with our college prayer. I invite the students for the prayer and I request all of you to kindly stand up for the prayer.
यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नमस्ते सते ते जगत्कारणाय नमस्ते चिते सर्वलोकाश्रयाय नमो द्वैततत्त्वाय मुक्तिप्रदाय नमो ब्रह्मणे व्यापिने शाश्वताय त्वमेकं शरण्यं त्वमेकं वरेण्यं त्वमेकं जगत्पालकं स्वप्रकाशं त्वमेकं जगत्कर्तृपार्तृप्रहर्तृ त्वमेकं परं निश्चलं निर्विकल्पम् वयं त्वां स्मरामो वयं त्वां भजामः वयं त्वां जगत्साक्षिरूपं नमामः सदेकं निदानं निरालम्भमीशं भवाम्भोधिपोतं शरण्यं व्रजामः योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधरस्वदाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणानमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव सर्वे च सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्.
Thank you, students. Today we have with us Dr. A.H. Ramarao on the dais. He is the President, NES of Karnataka. He is a multifaceted personality. He is a renowned educationist, academician, philanthropist, entrepreneur. He is also a Rajyotsava awardee. He has contributed immensely towards the development of computer science lab, both in National College Baswangudi as well as National College Jayanagar. It could be artificial intelligence lab, IoT lab, or robotics lab, and today this. And he has helped us to start three new tech-based courses because of his futuristic vision. Those are BCA Data Science, BCA Internet of Things, and Biomedical Electronics. Definitely, this lab is going to be a boon for all these courses. I now request you, sir, to present the welcome speech and also introduce the chief guest of the day to the audience. Please, sir.
Good morning to you all. Yes. Today's chief guest, Sri M. Jagannath, and his associates and my associates, teachers and the students. First, you saw the prayer, looks to be somewhat belonging to some community, some religion like that. But if you know Sanskrit correctly, this is a prayer which is universal. Won't belong to any community, anything. Why I am stressing you that is, I will climb from here, you can dispute it. In the whole of India, the National Education Society is the only institution which is non-religious, non-political. No political person is associated with that, no religious leader is associated with that. Maybe about 20 years back, we used to feel political leaders are important. But today, religious leaders are more important because they have money, you know. And if I have a religious leader or a political leader, I will have a lot of money. But they are not connected. Harsha is laughing there, Kiran is laughing there. They know it. If we are not connected with them, we will not have any money completely. That is how this institution is built up by Dr. H. Narasimhaya, well-known educationist since 6 to 7 decades, not 1 or 2 days. This I have made on, comment made on several occasions when Chief Minister is sitting on the dais, and nobody has come up with me, sir, I have got another institution, we will become first, you will become second. Nobody has come, you know. These were started long back when educationists can start the institution. But now, no educationists can start the institution, you know. It's only MLAs, corporators, ministers, or religious leaders can start the institution. No educationists. And in spite of it, these institutions are remaining thanks to the old students like Pani, Kiran, Harsha, or people like Mr. Jagannath and so on. And so many people have donated since 104 years. Very huge amounts of money. But if I don't tell you 1 or 2 things, it becomes a mistake on my part. First, one person who is sitting at the end, Dr. Sadanandamaya, our secretary, has donated a fine building here in the same campus of 60,000 square feet, costing 10 crores, entirely amount given by him. Next, as the name indicates, B.V. Jagdish Science Center. This is a science center, and he is in USA, he is an angel investor, and our student of the Jayanagar and also Basunudi. He gave us something like 50 lakhs about 20 years back. We built up this one. Like that individual, and another person, Jay Sita Premanand. Her age is something like 88 or 89. I had known her for 60 years. She gave about 3 years back 2.5 crores. Individuals are there. But I think today we are going to create a new record in the sense, a corporate house giving a donation to the college, you know. Corporate house, that's very important for us. Because if one corporate house were to give it, several things will happen afterwards, no? Second corporate house, third corporate house, or the same corporate house giving more, something like that will happen. In fact, very, very, very happy about it. And you know that LIC is a household name. Everybody knows about LIC in a different context. They may not know about this context, you know. That is, LIC Golden Jubilee Foundation is committed to certain important aspects of the life of the people. One such is this one, the project we have supported. And as you know, data science, Internet of Things, biomedical engineering, robotics, artificial intelligence, they are very new words. In fact, we have started all these things since 3-4 years, particularly IoT. Today, AstraZeneca is claiming that they are starting an IoT lab for the first time in the world at Chennai. But they do not know that we already started IoT. Only thing is, we don't know how to sell it, you know. There's no marketing person like Mr. M. Jagannath to help us, you know. I saw his biodata. That's why LIC has gone so ahead. But we don't have. In fact, Pani is insisting on me, so we should have a sales and marketing division. I told him, if you have some money, then we can start that one, you know. If somebody sponsors sales and marketing division. In fact, now, today, I believe that is important, you know. That's why Mr. Jagannath is here. And he is a zonal manager of LIC, everybody can understand. South Central Zone, it becomes a word, but I have to define it. South Central Zone comprises of Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka jurisdiction. For that, he is the zonal manager. Basically a commerce graduate. Now I would like to tell you something. These were science colleges since 60, 70 years back. Somehow our forefathers, very intelligent people they were, more intelligent than me, they thought that commerce is not an important subject. It's only physics. Even in science, it's only physics. Incidentally, I belong to physics. Dr. Narasimhaya belongs to physics. Kamala, who is sitting there, belongs to physics. We never thought out. But about 15 years back, I was the first person started swimming against the water, We're all scientists. I told them, no, you have to open the commerce. Now we have opened the commerce, and that is coming in both the colleges, already 10, 15 years or over. Being a commerce graduate holds many academic qualifications, CA Inter, Diploma in Marketing, International PG Diploma in Life Insurance, General Insurance, and Risk Management from the Institute of Insurance, and Risk Management, Hyderabad, and Associate Member of the Insurance Institute of India. If a students who are sitting there, commerce students, you want somebody who is icon for you. He is an icon, Mr. Jagannath. You can follow him. Before taking charge of the current assignment, he was working as Regional Manager Marketing, Karnataka Unit, South Central Zone. He had worked in the capacity of Regional Manager Marketing, Hyderabad, Regional Manager Bank Assurance, Hyderabad. Observe, all his earlier assignments are marketing in line with thinking of Mr. Pani. And joined the corporation as a direct recruit officer long back, 88, and worked as the SDM in charge of Ernakulam, Dharwad, and Bangalore. Also selected for foreign assignment and served as Chief Executive Officer and Manager Director of LIC Lanka, Colombo, Sri Lanka in 09-13 for a period of 4 years. Jagannath has rich experience in marketing and has held various important assignments and led large teams successfully. Today, on behalf of me and on behalf of you, I extend a very warm welcome to Sri M. Jagannath. It looks that somebody should be a chief guest. We have selected an important chief guest. But when I see others also here, and in front of me, everybody can come and sit here, on the dais. But only thing is, no people will be on the other side. That is the situation. And now, please see the Regional Manager Marketing is here. Ramasheshu, Senior Divisional Manager. Kiran Kumar, former Senior Divisional Manager. Kiran Kumar, our old student of the National College of Basanudi. Subramaniam, Marketing Manager. And Sri Harsha, our National College Jayanagar student, old student, Manager Sales. Of course, the most important person sought by us here, Mr. Padibhushan Sharma, the student of the National College Basanudi. Of course, my colleagues, Professor S.N. Nagaraj, was also student here, later on became the professor, and now he is the Secretary of the National Education Society. And Mr. Sadanandamaya, I have given him the... So in fact, once he saw Mr. Jagannath, he said immediately about coffee of his hotel, That's how Sadanandamaya is very famous. In fact, the other day I was telling, we were discussing with something like digital currency, cryptocurrency. They all come from GE actually. When they saw this invitation, suddenly he said, Sadanandamaya is my relative. Then I told him the contribution of Sadanandamaya. Then he told me, about 20-25 years back, nobody was interested in food industry. They were interested in a hotel. He was the first person to start research in the food industry. First person. And if my arithmetic is correct, he has got 245 products now in that, not one or two. I don't know, simply you're clapping it. How to distribute 245 products? And he will give the answer, Jagannath. If you have 10 products, it's difficult, 245. For that, he is working on a software. So always computer will help. He is working on a software where he can completely remove the distribution system, Just observe his skill now at the age of 73, completely. That's what he was explaining to me, and he is there. Of course, our principal at the National College, Kamala Vaisi, is here. I extend a warm welcome to all these dignitaries in toto. And now, in this hall, he has already seen it. This is a live streaming hall, which could be connected to YouTube, Facebook directly. A similar hall is also at the National College of Basanudi, live streaming, which will be connected to YouTube and also other social networks. Of course, this lab, the lab which he has inaugurated, in fact, we are highly thankful to him. Not only supported our lab, he has inaugurated it, we are thankful to him. Comprises 50 top-end computers, of which 15 are dedicated to postgraduate physics and mathematics students and faculty. All the computers are connected to a switch available in the server room, which in turn is connected to Intel Xeon server available at National College Basanudi. With this connectivity, students, staff of National College Jayanagar have access to Intel Cloud and can access the tools and libraries available on the cloud. They're free of cost. All the 5,000 students here can work with Intel Cloud all the 24 hours. If they know it how to work it, it's at free of cost. The Intel shall primarily serve computing related to artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. All this happens in a secured environment. Only thing is, you should have what's called the phone line in your house. Everybody is having it. If you know IoT, you can connect it. Then the laboratory has 8-seater conference room with state-of-the-art interactive panel and video conferencing facilities. Again, this video conferencing word is a misleading word, Everybody feels he knows video conferencing. Thanks to Steve Jobs, he has got an iPhone. But these people know what are the problems of video conferencing. And if I give these youngsters here a trial and a systematic approach for video conference, all of them will employ by use immediately, That is the idea behind it, video conferencing. And students from National College Jayanagar can establish video calls to students in the National College. I think you established a call with an American girl, who is working in Adobe, correct? Adobe. I don't know how far people knows about it. Adobe is the most important thing. They generate the typefaces. And Steve Jobs was in close contact with them. Steve Jobs is not an engineer, mechanical, electrical like that. He was just walking around the Stanford. He can never get into a seat there BE degree because they take only first class BE, first class MSA. There was one course called orthography or something like that. No student was there in Stanford. He applied for it, he got a job, orthography. Then he has relations with Adobe, connected it. He won the world, actually. He was the first person who connected several aspects of these things, multimedia aspects. And the same facilities could be used to work with industry professionals and academicians from other parts of the globe. I don't know why Pani bought that Adobe person, but there's a connection between Steve Jobs and these people, And the laboratory has a dedicated launch to host representatives from industry and other VIPs visiting the college. Vendors and alumni visiting the campus can use the launch for meetings. ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟಿದೆ, it's for you to use them. See, finally, we were the first to introduce artificial intelligence on June 6th this year, compared to engineering colleges, that were inaugurated by none other than the Chief Minister of the state, Bommai, in the National College Barsumudi, actually. And then comes the robotics lab, and combined of that, we are doing several things. We are going ahead, What I want is, maybe 25 years back, or even 40 years back, when I go to the Pani's class or Kiran's class, I used to say Newton's laws are important. Even today, Newton's laws are important, don't worry. Physics or mathematics or something like that. Those days are over, No, there's nothing like physics, chemistry, mathematics, sociology, English. The computer science is all pervading, actually. And I was telling them, generally in our tradition, we used to say God is important. Some boys will ask, younger boys, where is God? The elderly person will say, God is all pervading. But God, where is God andaga, God is all pervading, but now computer science is all pervading, or we can say God is here, totally. That is the idea of these things, computer science. No, we cannot stress about these fundamental things like sociology, economics, psychology, or physics, chemistry like that. All are mixed up, all are mingled up. If you know artificial intelligence, you want a particular skill. You can try within 3 months, and you will be employed. Actually, what happens is, earning degrees are taking 3 to 4 years. That's what Elon Musk has said. I don't want good degrees from he says, prestigious universities like Stanford or Harvard. I want a person who has got ability, the skill using artificial intelligence. That is Elon Musk's statement. There are so many different opinions there, don't worry about it. But the world is going towards a different side. I think toward that side we are also moving. With this introductory remarks, I will close by welcoming all of you to this function. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, let's make this event an auspicious one. I request all the dignitaries to light the lamp. Thank you, everyone. Now I request Shri M. Jagannath, Zonal Manager, South Central Zone, LIC, Hyderabad, to share his thoughts with us. Please, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Sri Ramarao Ore and all other luminaries from National College and both past, present, my colleagues from LIC and all the wonderful students. It's a bad idea to start with an apology, but an apology is due. I'm really apologetic to all the students because I'm told you were brought in from your holiday or vacation. Sorry for that. So I'm really sorry for that. I was asked for a date and then I said this is a date I can give and I'm available. So that's how I'm here today. Yes. Today, okay, then fine. This LIC Golden Jubilee Foundation was started when we celebrated our Golden Jubilee. In fact, if you know, most people associate Golden Jubilee Foundation from a legal perspective as what is commonly called nowadays very popular, it's called CSR. So, but this is not a CSR activity because CSR activity is something which is compelled by the Companies Act, whereas GJF is totally a voluntary thing. We ourselves want to do, there is no compulsion. Today we are listed, recently on 17th May, as you all know, LIC is a listed company, but Golden Jubilee is there for more than a decade now. So, when this, in fact, the seed for this particular GJF project probably was started by our Panibhushanji, who came to my office. I was in Bangalore at that time, and then he expressed that we would like to have a computer lab in National College. National College was well known in my mind. I don't belong to Bangalore, but I'd spent a few months before that in Bangalore. I was head of this JC Road Divisional Office, where Mr. Ram Seshu is currently there. I was head of that, so I spent about 11 months there, and that was more than enough for me to know the history and legacy of National College, which has produced so many. The alumni is more or less who's who in the society today. So therefore, I felt that it was a great opportunity for LIC to associate with this wonderful project, and LIC has always been a very tech-savvy organization. You may think that LIC is a public sector organization, a kind of laid back, ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, but to tell you frankly, no one can match our technology, our range. In fact, LIC was the first organization in India to start in those days it used to called EDP, Electronic Data Processing Department, machines. We were the first to introduce computers in LIC. So our computers, those Hollerith code and all that, which you would now read probably only in textbooks. So we were all doing that long ago. And I'm sure that everybody is affected by COVID. And I'll just give you how tech-savvy LIC is. I'll just give you one small example I'll give you. You all know there was a major lockdown in our country. I think everybody was just confined to their homes, or sometimes even lodge, or sometimes some relatives' place, and stuck in places all over the country. There was a lot of chaos in our country, migrants moving from one place to another and all that. I think we have witnessed that. During that time, as you all know, LIC has about 13 lakh agents. We are a very large organization. We are so large that close to 73% of the world's country's GDP is less than the assets that LIC possesses. So that large we are. In other words, I can tell you our current year new business target, means the number of policies which we are going to sell each year is higher than the population of Australia. So every year LIC adds one Australia to its customers. That is the range of our marketing prowess. So we are a very large organization, and this large organization is powered by people, salespeople, basically agent-driven organization. We drive our agents, we love them, and we empower them. So when the world was locked down, LIC decided that many of the agents who may not be very comfortable because their earnings were disrupted, we decided that we will credit 50,000 to their accounts. So more than 5 lakh agents, accounts were credited with 50,000. Nobody moved from their office. I was in my house, my teams were in, everybody was in their house. Our chairman, our managing director, the top leadership team, everybody was in their respective homes, but our agents got 50,000 in their bank account. That is the kind of technology LIC uses. Normally, probably your professors also, they get irritated when they are teaching or when they are speaking and you are looking into your mobile. You know, this has become a problem now, isn't it? It's a common problem in every meeting. People are not looking at the speaker, they are more inclined to look at the mobile. So, last year we embarked on a program called Ananda. It's a Atmanirbhar digital application for our agents where they can onboard a customer through their mobile. So now in my agents meeting, I tell them, if you are looking into the mobile, I am probably envisaging that you are selling a policy, so I don't mind. So if you are looking into your mobile, I welcome it. But my assumption is that you are selling a policy by doing that. So technology definitely, as Ramarao Garu has said, it's all pervasive everywhere. We are connected by technology. And definitely, whatever good things we may do, it needs to be told to the society. Therefore, there will always be a marketing angle, without which it will be, even a great product needs marketing. I'm sure all of you are aware that, you know, Mr. Zuckerberg had to meet Mr. Modi to increase the number of Facebook users in India. I'm sure all of you know that. And he was wearing a Facebook t-shirt, making it very clear that, you know, more than a technocrat, more than a tech-savvy guy, he is more of a marketing guy. So anything, I mean, all the unicorns that you see today, whoever has run up to those $1 billion market cap and all that, without marketing, it is impossible to reach that kind of an audience. So marketing definitely is very important, but I expect that you guys will create products, world-class products, and make India proud. That is what the government's program is today. That is why they say you would see some lions placed in different cities in India, where they say, make in India, sell anywhere, and reach that product to a global audience. So friends, extremely happy to be associated with National College. More than me, it is my LIC which has been seen as a different face of LIC has been seen by all of you today. I'm very happy for that, because this is one face which people do not know. Some time back you would have seen a few years ago, Tata's used to give an ad, we also make steel, in fact. And I think that kind of a thing. We also have a lot of philanthropic projects. But when our Ramarao Sahab said that our Sadanand Mayaji has donated 10 crores, so namdu bare ಊಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಉಪ್ಪಿನಕಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಂಗಿದೆ ಈಗ our language ಅಲ್ಲಿ, our ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. So it's very good actually. It's wonderful. It's motivating actually, because most of you will not be students here. You will pass out of this college. You will occupy great positions. My best wishes, LIC's best wishes with you are for that. And always think about doing something back to your roots, because the place where we studied, these are the places, you know, whatever I am today is because of my teachers, the colleges whose corridors I have passed through, whose classrooms I have gone through. They shaped us. Some English professor would have slapped me, so today I am able to talk to you in English today. So it is all because of that. So friends, I think it's very wonderful to be here in National College and to be able to talk to you. And also, I'm sure the computer lab is dedicated to the students, and it should definitely open your minds to greater things to come, especially in this field of, you know, artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things. These are all being talked now, and they have also been already in quite a lot of ways they are being implemented. In fact, we have one LIC Mitra. If you go to our LIC website, so we have a chat bot there, which you don't have to contact anybody about your life insurance policy. You will have to just put your number there, and then you will get a either the answer will be provided or you will be provided with a resource which will give you all the answers that you are seeking with regard to your policy. And LIC, our basic structure on which LIC is founded is risk management. Every human being, every organization, everybody goes through what is called risk. So when it comes to life insurance, our basic risk is, risk of dying too early. The breadwinner dies too soon than expected. God snatches him from that family. The breadwinner is lost. So when the winner is gone, LIC provides the bread. This is one facet. As you all know, nowadays, people are living, the longevity has increased. People are working for about 30 years, and then they are living on the earnings of those 30 years for another 40 years thereafter. It's very common to see people who are in the 90s. Septuagenarian has given way to octogenarian, now nonagenarian also is there. So a lot of even centurions are also there. So that is also a very big risk. That is a risk of living too long. So therefore that requires what is called annuities or pensions. So we are a big pension provider to the country. So one risk is risk of dying early. So we provide the life insurance cover to them. Another risk is risk of living too long. It could be irksome, but we can't do anything about it. So we will have to make a provision for such an eventuality. So we provide pension. And between risk of dying early and risk of living long, there is also another risk, that is a risk of disease and illness. That also is provided for LIC. So this is what LIC does. Risk of dying early, risk of living long, and to improve the quality of life, we provide risk covers for health insurance, that is disease and illness. We have wonderful products, cancer cover, etc., Arogya Rakshak and all that. Like I was telling, 245 products, LIC also, right from its inception, we have more than 256 products which are concurrently running in our books. The products may not be there, the products would have been launched, withdrawn, but the customers still exist. So it is a very large basket of products, which not many organizations can boast of. Maybe if it is a common thing in pharma industry to have a lot of products, and they have those kind of, but life insurance company to have this number of products and to manage them requires real tech initiatives. And therefore LIC every year, since a lot of students are here, like when I was introduced, he told me that I joined in 1988. I'm a 16th batch direct recruit. So every year we recruit from the market, from the Indian market. We recruit generalists, we also recruit specialists who join us as officers. So in the next recruitment, if you join, you will probably be a 32nd, like double. I was 16th, so you would be 32nd batch of direct recruit. So just before COVID, we had a large batch of 430 officers who were trained by Infosys. They were trained in Infosys. For the first time ever, non-Infosians were trained in Infosys. So that also probably will give you a wonderful marketing idea of how to use your lab during the weekends. You can definitely, there will be many people who would be looking for the world-class infrastructure that you have created, which will, like, one thing that comes to my mind is, there is a NSCIT. So they conduct examinations on the weekends. And usually around a batch of 50, 60 and all that. So this is just one example I can tell you, but there would be many such things. An arrangement like that would ensure that, your lab is self-sufficient with regard to its maintenance, electricity bill, everything, etc., etc. So the 30th batch was recruited, and the 31st batch is around the corner, and then 32nd, probably when you pass out, you are most welcome. And also there will be what we call AAO IT, that is specialized. Those who have background of IT, they join. Those who have background of law will join as AAO legal. Those who have joined as engineers, we have a standalone engineering section, so therefore they join as AAO engineering. So like that, we do recruitment every year. So you must be very familiar with LIC AAO all the time, the buzz is in the news, and anytime it is expected, that is what the market news is about the new batch that is going to be recruited. So there are, these are some of the ways, I mean, you can associate with LIC. It's definitely, I am in this organization for more than 33 years. So definitely if somebody says that a model employer vote, my vote obviously will go to LIC, because 33 years is a long period for you to be in one organization. Of course, the current crop of people would not see it, they see things differently. If you are staying that long, you will be equated with walls and furniture. But that is not so as far as LIC is concerned. We are there for keeps. So best wishes to all of you, and also I'm very much thankful to National College for giving this wonderful opportunity to provide some small support by way of a Golden Jubilee Foundation work that we did here. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, and we are really indebted to LIC for your kind support. We also have with us on dais Professor S.N. Nagaraj Reddy, sir, Honorary Secretary, NES of Karnataka. He is really an inspiration, a motivator for all of us, and definitely a source of strength for all the faculties of NES. Sir, I request you now to propose the vote of thanks.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. The National Education Society of Karnataka, a 105-year-old education institution, has set up a state-of-the-art computing and collaboration laboratory at National College, Jayanagar campus. The genesis of the lab is to provide access to intense computing infrastructure and to encourage team building and collaboration with institutions around the globe. This has been made possible by the Golden Jubilee Foundation of LIC of India. And Mr. Jagannath, Zonal Officer, Central South Division Zone, is here with us today. He has inaugurated the computing lab, which is located in the first floor, before coming here. We are very grateful to the LIC and Mr. Jagannath and his team for having helped us to set up the lab. Sir, we are indeed indebted to you, sir. ಎಲ್ಲಮ್ಮ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? Mr. Jagannath, I'll be failing in my duty if I don't mention two things about National Education Society. One is, this is a 105-year-old institution, I said. All the office bearers for the last 105 years have done honorary work for the LIC, for NES. And nobody has taken any remuneration, anything from the institution. We, in fact, contribute. We go on ourselves to the places where our institutions are located. And another thing, the president and the two secretaries of NES today are the alumni of the National Education Society, Mr. Ramarao and Mr. Maya. They have studied in Basangudi, and I studied in National College, Jayanagar, and Harsha was my student here. Mr. P. Sridhar, Regional Manager, Marketing, is with us today, and they are all joined together to help the institution to get this laboratory. Bakote. Mr. Ramaseshu, Senior Divisional Manager, is visiting the National College when we started the lab, and throughout this work, he has been overseen by Mr. Ramaseshu. We thank you, sir, for that. Mr. Kiran Kumar, our former student of National College, Basangudi, in fact, he helped us in this venture. Mr. Subramaniam, Marketing Manager, please come over here, sir. Sri Harsha, our senior student of National College, Jayanagar, he was my student. Manager Sales. Mr. Panibhushan Sharma, our student of National College, Basangudi, and who has taken the initiative in great many things that has happened in the last 1 or 2 years. The Artificial Intelligence Lab, he was instrumental in setting up the lab there.
ನನಗೆ ಈ ಪಣಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ವಯಸ್ಸಿಂದ ಬಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಾರ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಪಣಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಒಂದು 5 years ಬ್ಯಾಕು ನನ್ನ ರೂಮಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬಸವಣ್ಣ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸಮ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅನ್ ಆಲ್ಮಾ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಲೋ ಮಿ ½ an hour per week ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಂಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಅದನ್ನು ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ½ an hour per week ಪಾಪ ಅಂತೇಳಿ 5 years ಆಗಿದೆ ಟುಡೇ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ½ an hour per week to his house, you know. Other time he will remain the college. That is funny.
Dr. H. Ramarao, the president of NES, tirelessly worked to set up the labs in National College Basungudi as well as the multimedia hall in Jainagar as well as in Basungudi and the computing lab in Jainagar National College. We, in fact, highly thankful to you, sir, for having taken such interest and tirelessly worked for that. Thank you very much. Dr. Sadananda Maya, Honorary Secretary of National Education Society of Karnataka. Of course, his contribution to NES is already known to you. We are expecting a lot from him in future also. We are, in fact, highly indebted to you, sir. Dr. Y.C. Kamala, Principal of the National Degree College, Jainagar, is here. All the faculty members, Professor Dinesha, Mr. Natraj, and all my colleagues and the dear students are here. We are in fact thankful to all of you for having graced the occasion. Thank you very much.
All the projects in National College. Leave it there.
ಸರ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ. ಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಯಾರು ವೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಸಮ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಯು ನೋ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್. ಬಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಟ್ ಒನ್, ಯು ನೋ. In fact, Professor Nagaraj Reddy, I know him for several years. When he was a student of the National College, Jainagar, he used to come to the National College Press, where I was in charge, regarding the association, what's called the magazines and other things. I know him for several years. And then later on, he became the head of the Department of Psychology, being a professor, then a governing course member, then an elected secretary of the National Education Society. And whatever project the National Education Society takes care, he will be in the forefront. You will be surprised, and Mr. Jagannath can appreciate it. These are elite colleges, Bangalore and Jainagar, Basungudi. But you have got institutions at Bagepalli, Gauri Bidnoor, Yeldur, Mudiyanur, Hosur, all are in backward areas, Koladu state. And to run institutions in a village is not an easy joke. Is not an easy joke. So many problems which you do not know, you know. And under those circumstances, whenever I ask something from Nagaraj Reddy, he will immediately go and attend it, you know. And it's very, very difficult to get such type of person. And today, on behalf of me and on behalf of the audience here, I extend a very cordial vote of thanks to him, you know.
Thank you, everyone. Today is really a memorable event in the history of National College. I thank everyone. Thank you.